Hey, what's up you guys? I'm back, I'm here, I'm Sasha, and we're gonna be doing a story time. So this is gonna be, if you haven't read the title, story time on how I lost my nail. I was excited to hear that. So if you're like sensitive to like disgusting things, yeah, probably might not want to watch it. Skip through the parts when I show the pictures. So, but if you are interested in seeing the pictures, then you can watch the thing. So, basically, I had my quince about 4 weeks ago, and I had to have fake nails because they're going to be taking pictures of my dress. And, you know, they're taking pictures of my dress, so it gotta look cute, like, because it was, like, with the dress. So I was like, okay, gotta make it look cute. So I had fake nails on. I never ever wear fake nails, like never. And on Tuesday I was having my softball practice, so I had to cut them, and I cut them whatever, and it was kind of like they're still like, because it was gel, so it was still there. And I was like, it was at that point it was my nail and then just the gel, but it was like a lot of gel because it was like, you know, I don't know, but yeah. And I cut my nails or whatever, they were fine. There's still just some of the gel left. It was good, it was, you know, normal. And then I realized, I know, okay, it was all normal, whatever, we're good, we're chilling. So then it was my turn. The ball goes, I go to like field it or whatever. The ball goes right before it goes into my glove. It takes a bad hop, like it hits like rock or something, and literally goes straight into my pinky nail, and it like hits it back. And I was like, oh my god. So like at first like it hurt, and then after a while I was like, oh my god, it actually does hurt. So then like I was squeezing it, because yeah, and like every time I did that, like blood was literally like gushing out, and I was like, so I was lucky. So then, or no, I wasn't lucky. I don't even know. I'm like pretty distracted because I'm out here. Like, it's pretty quiet. This is by the way, this is my 4th time filming this thing, and like literally each time I film it, it's like there's something that goes wrong. So we're gonna pray that this time is the good time to do it, or it's like, you know, it's like it's just not messed up. So let's hope for that. Anyways, so it like gets like pulled back, and I was like, oh my god, and I was like squishing the blood, and it would like gush out, and I was like, it's pretty cute. I mean, you know, it's pretty cool, like honestly. But anyways, so then Lively, because she's the best and she's like the mom of like a couple of us, so you know, she's always prepared. So she like put something on it, and then like put a band-aid over it, called it a day, kept playing, we're good. Well then, like, you know, I gave it a couple weeks. After a while, like I wrapped it up, because like, yeah, I wrapped it up because at that point the blood had cleared from my finger, and it was just like a gap, but the gel was still on, everything. It was like basically like my nail, but like a little bit loose, from not like fully attached to my skin, and there was like, you could see the inside. So then I would, because all my other nails had the gel still on it, so then what I would do was I would start picking at them. So I took off all the gel on this one, all the gel on that one, because I didn't want to go to like a nail salon and they take it off, because I don't know, they just do it like, it hurt. I can't speak. It hurts, like it really does. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do it myself. So I'm like, I'll go take it off, whatever. And then the last one was the pinky one, where it was like hurt, and I go like finally after like a week of trying, it comes off, because I wanted to be careful because it did still hurt. And then I take it off and I look at it, and it was like, you could see that it wasn't connected to my skin, and like it was like the nail kind of died in a way, because it didn't, you know, it like died. And it was like, just like, you know, it was just, it turned yellow. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It just wasn't the color of this. So it was like, it just didn't look normal. And then So it was fine. You could see my nail now. Then you could see, and like I'd always like pull it back and like look inside. Well, then after a while, because it was then like I think another 2 weeks till like what fully happened, and I like every day I would pull it back a little bit more on accident. So it's like I'd accidentally hit it against like my hand if I was doing something, or something like that, and then like it pulled back a little bit, or I don't even know, was riding and it got stuck, you know. It's just like all these things that like just like kept like accidentally pulling it off. Then one night I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I lay on my stomach. So I pull the blanket over me, and then I put my hand back, and the blanket goes and literally yanks it back, and here's what it looked like right after that happened. So that's pretty disgusting. And why is there grass in that? That's an amazing question. So basically during softball that day, we were like doing like these drills or whatever. I went and I laid out, like I dove on the grass, and the grass goes and literally gets caught in my nail, and then, you know, and it stays there. Why didn't I get it out? That's an amazing question. Thank you for asking. I couldn't. It literally was stuck on the side of my nail and then out. So like I could grab it, I could grab it in the middle, but I couldn't pull it out because it was still like attached on the side, and I couldn't like lift my nail up at that point. At like, you know, when that happened, I couldn't lift my nail up that like far to get it, or to like, you know. So then I was like, oh my god. So when that happened, I was dying. I literally started crying, and I was like and then I didn't tell my mom right away. Like I just waited till she woke me up in the morning, and I was like, oh yeah, by the way, we kind of need to see a doctor now because I don't know what to do. Like that's disgusting. And here's the thing, I didn't want to take it off by myself, because if I took it off by myself, there's like a lot of things that I need to do. Like I would need to get like medication. So like after I like take it off, like after I take it off, I need to put something on like the nail, like my finger, so it doesn't get infected. And I'd also have to get band-aids, and I'm like, no thanks sis, like that's too much. So we went and like we left it for a day, and I kind of just did everything, but during that day I like hit it a little bit more. And then the next day my mom's like, oh, like it was like 7, no, it was like 6, and she's like, oh, do you want to just go to the urgent care today, and then they can like, we'll see what happens. And I was like, okay, sure, because I just wanted it off at that point. Like it was really annoying. So then I was like, okay. So then I go, and they're like, okay, so what, like why are you here? Like when we first checked in, and we're like, oh, her nail's basically off. And then they're kind of like, you know, kind of like, what? And then I show her my nail, and she's like, oh my god. And I was like, yeah, I was like, you know, yeah. So then she was like, yeah. And she's like, how long has that happened? And then I told her everything. And then you go. And then same thing happens for the next 2 people that we saw. So then they're like, oh, what happened? Why are you here? And then I had to show them. They're like, oh my, like they were actually like pretty disgusted, because like there was grass in it. And then I showed the doctor, and he's like, okay. And he like, you could tell that he was pretty disgusted too. So then he was like, okay, well, you know, they're like, okay, well, we have to cut it off, obviously. And he comes back with a tray of all these things. And anyone who has braces, they know, like when they put on our like rubber bands, the colors, they go and they like use this, like, I don't even know what it is. It's like really big though, and it's like to put your like the bands on your like the colored things, you know, things, so like you can have colors. I don't know. So like they use this really big thing, and then they like go like that, and then like they like yeah, okay. Girl pulls out one of those, and I was like I thought we were just gonna get some nail clippers and be done, call it a day, we're good, put a band-aid. and boom, gone. We're good, no nail. Well, he pulls out those big things, and I was like looking at it, and I was like really excited, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, because I've never had something like this happen. And I was like, oh my god, yes, like I live for this. And then he was like, look away, and I was like, okay. So, you know, I looked away, and he puts this like, I don't even know, it's kind of like orangey, like brownish thing to like, I don't know, to clean it, I don't know. So, like, it looked like a lollipop. It looked like a lollipop. And then, like, he put it on, whatever, okay. So then he goes, and then, like, he's like, look away. And I was like, okay. I look away, and then he cuts it off. And then I turned back around, and, like, boom, no nail. And here's what it looked like literally right after. So yeah, that's what it looked like. It's pretty disgusting. I know that, like I said, that other stuff it was like to put on my nails and like blood or anything. They're actually really surprised that I wasn't bleeding, and it's because that since, like I said, like every day, like gradually before that, it had been moved. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't like sensitive to that anymore. Like it wasn't, you know, I was fine with it. My advice to anyone that has like one of those problems, or just anything in general, if you have like no clue what this like injury is about, don't do anything by yourself, because there were a lot of people that were like, oh, well, just cut it off. And I was like, I mean, I was going to at one point, but then here's the thing. So for me, they said it like they're keeping this part on because for me, like, that's the root of the nail. If I took that off, it would start bleeding a lot. So he's like, this is all we needed to cut up to. So I was going to be cutting something that I needed. So then I was like, oh, you know, I was like, shoot, like, so then I kept it or whatever. And yeah, so don't like do anything that you don't really know if it's like, if like my finger thing, if that has like, that's the first time for someone else, like, wait until you go see a doctor and they can tell you, because they know what's gonna they're the professionals. Let them do their job. But yeah, so everything's fine. My finger is fine. It's just that like there's times occasionally where I accidentally hit it, but it literally does not hurt at all. It's literally like it feels nice. But yeah, so that's my story time. Thank you for watching. Also, I'm going to be posting a little bit more now. I stopped for a little bit, I don't know why, but yeah, so I'm gonna be trying to post at least once a week. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and here's follow my Insta, which is right here. Follow my Snapchat, which is right here too. And the shout out goes to Chris. You guys should definitely like go watch his YouTube channel. It's about Fortnite. It's right there, and his Insta is also right here. So yeah, and it'll also be in the description. So I hope you like this video, and thank you for watching. And yeah, okay, bye.